I'm a magical fairy princess. Welcome to my channel. Today we're getting into another Pat McGrath Star Wars palette. Today we're getting into two looks with the Dark Galaxy palette. Both of these looks are going to be very purpley, pink, duochrome loveliness. I cannot even wait to get into this. But if you haven't seen my last video, I did do a video with the Galactic Gold palette before this one, and that video will be linked in the cards. And I do have a Pat McGrath X Star Wars playlist, so if you want to see all of my videos just in one, I'll have that link down below as well. Last I checked, this palette is sold out, but it retails for $65. I would pay for this over and over again. This is such unique colors, and I did have a few requests to compare this palette to the Lobby and Rose palette. Let's see how I can do this. So the Lobby and Rose is on the top, and then the Dark Galaxy palette is on the bottom. They have a few shades that could be kind of similar, but they're really not similar at all, which is why I love both of these palettes. I get so much use out of this palette, especially with this shade right here. It's like your perfect peachy pink shimmer ever. But in my last video with the Galactic Gold palette, it was all shimmer shades, and this palette, so the whole look was pretty much all shimmers. But today with the Dark Galaxy palette, we do have one matte shade in here, so it's gonna be a little bit more wearable, but at the same time I still have like Star Wars space in mind when I'm creating these looks. So we're gonna see what I can do with this. All right, so I just zoomed you guys in a bit so you can see all the shades. The first shade I'm going to go in with is Venomous Void, and I'm going to take that super lightly just in my crease. I'm only picking up a little bit of the shadow at a time. And now I'm going to take my favorite shade in this palette, which is Saturnalia, this gorgeous reddish shade. It is so pretty. I'm gonna take it on my finger, and I'm just gonna put it over my entire lid because I love this shade so much. I think this is like one of the prettiest shades I've ever seen in my entire life. All right, now that I got that spread all over my eyelid, I'm just gonna take a regular eyeshadow brush and that same shade and just kind of go over the inner corner, since I can't really get that with my finger. And then I'm also just going around and sharpening and packing on where I couldn't really with my finger. And now I'm just gonna take it with a fluffy brush and a little bit of the eyeshadow on the brush. I'm just gonna go and blend out the edges of the crease. And then I'm gonna take the shade Venomous Void, and I'm gonna blend that under my lower lash line. And then I'm gonna take the shade Cosmic. This shade is like a pinky gold shift, and I'm gonna put this in my inner corner. And then I'm also gonna take it on an eyeshadow brush and kind of go over the inner corner. I'm just gonna take that shade that I used on my lower lash line and just blend out the inner corner a bit more. All right, I'm gonna go finish up the rest of my makeup, and I'll be right back. All right, and this is the finished first look. I absolutely love this shade so much. This is definitely one of those shades that I am so happy just putting all over my lid. Mascara, calling it a day. And then I used the Pat McGrath lipstick in the shade Full Panic. I thought a little pinky lipstick would look pretty cool with this, but I'm gonna turn the lights down and I'm gonna show you guys a little bit more true of color what this shade looks like. All right, so I just turned my lights down a little bit, so now you can see a little bit more of that like duochrome that it has. And then I also wanted to put a light on this, which I should have done in my last video, but like you cannot see the actual like prettiness of these shades until you have like this special lighting on it. Like a dimmed light dinner is like, or a party is the best place to wear these shades, because like they don't show off well with like all these lights that I have, but like when you have like dim, like just focused lighting is when they really show out like their true color. So I hope that little dim lighting part helped you guys see actually how pretty this is in person. It's really hard to catch on camera, like I said in my last video, but this is the end of the very first look, and now let's get on to the second look. All right, so for the second look, I do want to dive in a bit more to this palette. Since I only used 3 shades for the last look, I'm gonna be a little bit more experimental with this second look, but I already primed my eyes with the Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow primer, and let's get in to zooming you guys in and starting this look. So I'm gonna take the Venomous Void shade again, this one, the matte, and I'm gonna really pack it onto my outer corner. And I'm gonna try the thing that Nikki Tutorials does, where she flips her brush around. I was just watching one of her videos, and I was like, I've done that before, but I've never like consciously thought of it. So that's what I'm gonna do. But it does work pretty well, honestly, because if you guys never knew, this part of my eye right here, for some reason, hates makeup. I don't know why, but it just never wants to blend, layer, anything right below my eyebrow. You know, I might actually start doing this more often because it actually works a lot better than I thought it would. And now I'm gonna take my second favorite shade in this palette, which is Odyssey. This shade is like it's a purple that shifts to like a grayish kind of shade. So I'm gonna take it with my finger. Oh my goodness gracious me, oh my. Oh, Pat McGrath, you need to stop doing this to me. Oh, I'm getting fallout on the other side of my face. All right, I am really bad at putting eyeshadow in my inner corner with my finger, so I'm just gonna go back in with an eyeshadow brush with the same shade and just fixing it up a bit. And then I'm gonna take more of Venomous Void, and I'm just gonna put this along the edge of that shimmer shade. I don't want to blend it too much, but I just want to blend the edges of the shimmer a little bit more. And then I'm gonna take Smoked Amethyst, this like glittery dark purpley shade, take it on an eyeshadow brush, and I'm just gonna put a little bit of this in this outer V area, and I'm also gonna take that same shade underneath the majority of my lower lash line. And then I'm gonna take the shade Odyssey, same shade that I have on my lid, and putting that in the inner corner, or I guess on the inner lower lash line. And then I'm gonna take the Saturnalia shade with a fluffy brush, and I'm gonna put that in my inner corner and really kind of buffing it. I take the shade Cosmic, and this one's a little bit more on the glittery side. I'm gonna take it with my finger and just press it onto the center of the lid. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to show you guys what this looks like with the lights turned down. Whoa. Lastly, I'm gonna take Bronze Nebula, and I'm just gonna place that right over the Saturnalia. I don't even know if I'm saying that word right. All right, I'm gonna finish the rest of my makeup and then I'll be right back. All right, and this is the finished second look. I topped it off with the Fenty Beauty Stunna lip paint in Undefeated, and then I put a little bit of Nude Astral over top of it to give it more of that like glittery lipstick vibe. But now let's dim the lights and I can show you guys actually how glittery and magical this look actually is. I swear, if I ever get more Pat McGrath stuff, I am filming my videos like this from here on out, because I feel like this just honestly shows off way more true to color. But now let me get the flashlight going. Oh my heavens. Do you even see this glittery magicalness on my eyes? Oh my gosh. This is what it looks like in real life. What? It's so magical. I can't deal with this. You guys know I'm such a sucker for like unique shades, and like the fact that like without the light on the camera it looks pretty basic, and then the second you get a flashlight out it's like, hello, I'm a magical fairy princess. All right, and this is the end of the video. Let me know in the comments which 2 looks out of the Dark Galaxy palette was your favorite, and let me know what you guys think of me dimming the lights and using the flashlight to show you guys more true to color of what the eyeshadow looks like, because I would definitely love to know your different viewpoints on just like regular lighting versus like dimming the lights and trying to get it a little bit more true to color. But if you like these looks, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget that I have the Pat McGrath playlist in my description box, so if you want to see more videos with this collection, it'll be in that playlist link down below. And if you haven't seen my whole collection of the Star Wars palettes video, I'll have that one linked right over here for you guys. This one will be suggested to you by YouTube, and my face will be right here where you can click on it and subscribe to my channel.